on this property, phase 2, we have 200 total micro homes, so site-built homes that are less than 200 square feet, and they're all sort of clustered around some services. So kind of over here we have one of our laundry, restroom, shower facilities here. So that includes showers, toilets, individual toilet rooms, some privacy, a laundry facility, some outdoor sinks to wash dishes. None of our micro homes have plumbing in them, and so we have to share facilities with a group of other houses. And so each cluster of homes is about kind of 25 homes or so that all share not only the laundry, restroom, shower facility, but also an outdoor commercial kitchen that serves both as a cooking space or a dishwashing space, but also has tables and chairs for gathering, sharing a meal, and those get used really regularly on our phase 1 property for social space. And so the way that our neighborhoods are organized is kind of around these social spaces, so that I encourage neighbors to get out of their house, get on their porch, go over to the kitchen, share a meal, and really kind of live in community, which is kind of what we're here for.
And each home represents an individual who, is experiencing chronic homelessness, a permanent home for them, and
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, when people apply to live here and they're accepted, that day we take them out to choose a home. So, once all of these homes are finished, we'll sort of have like a catalog of homes available, so that when a person that today, right now, is sleeping on the streets or in the woods somewhere, when they're approved to live here, we'll take them out here and they'll get to walk around and they'll get to look at all the houses, they'll get to choose something that feels right to them. And once they choose that and they sign their housing contract, and of course they follow the housing contract, they're able to stay here as long as they want to. So this really does hopefully represent kind of a permanent home for them. And as you can kind of see, we build tiny homes, and that way people can kind of call the home their home, right? They're not shoved into a shoebox somewhere in a giant apartment building or something like that. They get the four walls around them, they get some acoustical and spatial separation from their neighbors, but they're also not left alone, right? They're living in a community, both of neighbors and then also staff and supportive services, like you said. So, we have a full-time resident care and property management staff that does probably a little bit more than what a typical property management staff would do. We help people with all sorts of things, anywhere from, learning how to pay rent. For a lot of folks that have been on the streets for a long time, that's probably a new thing for them, right? How to understand their housing contract and pay attention to that. We even kind of hook them up with ways to get rides to their doctor's appointments, or ways to get their prescriptions, or our resident care staff does a myriad of things. And then we have a lot of partner organizations that we partner with that are outside of mobile Loaves, but a lot of them office here on the property. So that includes all sorts of things. Integral Care is here to provide mental health support for our neighbors. We have Austin Recovery and other addiction recovery services that are available. Family Elder Care is also here to help people with payee services and figuring out their finances. And of course, pre-COVID times, we also had hundreds of volunteers that would come out every single week, and we really miss our volunteers. Our neighbors really miss our volunteers, and we can't wait to get them back out here. Even kind of across the street here from this particular neighborhood, you can see this kind of beautiful grassy area over there. That will be part of our Genesis Gardens program. So that'll be about 2 acres of organic farming that will happen right there. So obviously that's one of the ways that we use our volunteers and kind of get them engaged in kind of the production of this community. But it also provides food for our neighbors, and that food is available to our neighbors at our Saturday farmers market every week. So yeah, we got a lot going on.
And you guys move about 20,000 volunteers through.
Yeah, we have a lot of volunteers. That's at the heart of what we do. Like, we exist to empower communities into a lifestyle of service and homeless. So, we're not necessarily here to end homelessness or anything like that. We're here to get everybody together, you and I, and volunteers and home builders and everybody else, and we're here to get them engaged with the people that we serve.
Well, thank you for this opportunity for us to lean in and be part of the solution. We're so proud to call y'all partners. Thank you for all the work you do.
We are so thankful for you guys. It is so exciting to see all of this action, especially kind of clustered right here. And there's just so much visual progress that happens. That's why I love construction, because you just get to see it actually come to life.
And happening so quickly again with these tiny homes. I mean, it's just you blink and you've got the name on the house.
Yeah,
you've got
it's
windows,
amazing.
and we're really excited to see who who finishes first, and we've got our June wave starting soon. So stay tuned. Friday we'll be out here. We're going to be pizza for everybody working on site. So thanks for following along, and thank you again for your continued support of